Hello YouTube, my name is Fag. Welcome to my channel. Hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And here we go. It is 2 scary videos that are nightmare fuel. Ooh, freaky deaky. Let's check it out, shall we? Let's go, Nuke.
This next Nuke's Top 5 exclusive video was sent in by viewer Michael Youngblood. The video was shot near Winchester, Virginia, a city that was the site of some of the bloodiest battles of the US Civil War. Michael is filming his friend Jake when they capture something that they just did not expect.
Let me get you from the front.
Okay. All right, ready?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You recording?
Yep.
Oh,
Alright, nice flip.
Like wet because of the ground.
You.
Look at that. Yeah. Yeah. Oh.
Did you see it? When looking back at the video, Michael and Jake are shocked to see what looks like a mysterious figure dressed like a Civil War soldier and carrying a long, old-timey musket.
Oh wow, I did see that. You guys see that? That's pretty neat, wasn't it?
The creepy apparition silently walks across the field right
Of course, it could have just been somebody there for reenactment, but other than that, that's pretty neat looking. I like that one.
behind them. But Michael and Jake say that they didn't see anyone at the time. So could this be the spirit of a fallen Civil War soldier? Let me know what you think. Shadows of Doubt. It's a normal Friday afternoon in Opelousas, Louisiana, and Dante Saunier stops at a service station to get some gas. Suddenly, he notices something very strange inside a parked and empty school bus across the street.
This bus. We're about to go walk up to this bus. Look at it.
Hey, what are we looking at? It looks like they're like to do something funny with the seats in there, but other than that, I don't know what we're looking at here.
Look at the children playing. Look at it. Let's go see. Let's go investigate. An empty bus. An empty bus.
Strange, creepy shadows of children can be seen walking through the school bus, even though the vehicle is parked and completely empty. Dante says that he walked over to the bus and
I don't know. You know, when he turned, he went straight down the camera. We turned the camera on their side of the street. So we don't know if there's people over there on the playground or something. I could have been casting those shadows. But it's pretty neat to look at, though, isn't it?
even drove his truck around it, but saw no one and nothing to explain the bizarre apparitions. Dante was creeped out by the entire experience and posted his video to Facebook, where it quickly got over 2 million views. As of today, the mystery of the school bus shadows
I look like TikTok, not Facebook.
remains unexplained. The Midnight Whisper. Reddit user Mike is up around midnight after his family have all went to bed. He suddenly smells a strange odor coming from the living room, and he suspects that one of the family pets might have urinated on the floor. But as Mike begins searching for the telltale puddle, something scares the absolute out of him.
Oh, did you guys hear that? That was clear. That was a loud, clear voice. Can't quite make out what it said, but I know Nuke will go back over it. Oh, yeah, that was clear. Yeah, you got a good point there, Banshee. That's why I said it was definitely interesting to look at. I heard something too, but I couldn't quite make out what it was. It was loud and clear. See, that's why I didn't tell it about that bus, right? Because there's not enough information there to either debunk or confirm. So I would say it was interesting, and so I found out more information. I'll leave it at that.
A small childlike voice seems to whisper, "Mike," from somewhere nearby.
Yeah, it might have been Mike. It's hard to say because it's kind of distorted too.
Mike just books it up the stairs, leaving his dog and his concerned little kitten in the background to wonder what the hell just happened. Now, Mike says that he lives in an old 1850s house near the coast of Herring Cove, Canada, that has a slight bit of dark history, but he says that he's never experienced anything remotely paranormal before this night. In fact, Mike has never even made a single post about anything supernatural until this strange incident that literally sent him running. The thing in the tunnel. Nuke's top 5 viewers so
I kind of like that one too. I just wish we could have figured out what the source was. I think his reaction did seem kind of genuine to hearing something that wasn't there. I kind of like that one. That was pretty good.
He reached out to us about a very creepy video that her friend Laura recorded in an abandoned railway tunnel in Hassel, Germany. The tunnel was built in 1890 and it was used extensively by German troops during World War II. So, while on a weekend trip, Laura checks out the historic old abandoned rail tunnel. She's recording with her phone when she captures what is maybe one of the weirdest clips I've ever seen. Check it out.
Yeah, you got no train tunnel.
Something
Now-
pale and thin can be seen rising.
That could have just been an animal, right? All right, Zeb. No, don't hurt yourself. Help your grandma out. But yeah, that could have been an animal, right? I didn't get anything paranormal vibe out of it. It just sounded like an animal or something to just put his toe up, maybe.
Rising up from the tracks in front of Laura.
Yeah, there's almost like maybe a possum or a raccoon or something. I mean, it's obviously been digging around in the dirt. I wouldn't call anything paranormal. To demon tail,
And what looks like a thin little arm. As for Laura, she gets one look at the disturbing thing and just turns and makes a run for it. Now, watching this clip over and over, I honestly have no idea what this is.
I mean, think about it, okay? If it's digging around, you're going to see the legs and arms of it, right? It's obviously trying to find something or bury something. Just leave the wild animal alone and it won't bother you.
It looks like maybe a hairless torso with two skinny arms, getting up in a very unnatural way. Maybe it's an animal, maybe
I think Luke's just trying to play it up there. But I really do think it's an animal, just like he just said.
it's a very weird looking person. I just don't know. So you tell me what you think this is down in the comments.
Now, if they recorded it longer, then yeah, maybe we could have found out what it was for sure. But just right at the first sight of movement, you know, I know every next version can be scary, especially running to another human. Those humans are far scarier than any ghost you'll ever meet.
We need scary videos, so if you've seen one or even filmed one yourself, contact me at nukestop5@gmail.com. Evil Alexa. Now this next video is about the dangers of accidentally scaring yourself. 8-year-old Jackson and 2 of his friends are having a sleepover at his home in Grapevine, Texas. The 3 fearless young boys decide to ask the family's Amazon Alexa to tell them a scary bedtime story. It was then that they realized they had made a huge mistake.
Oh, AI generate a horror story. How bad are they gonna get for him?
I don't know that. Alexa, tell me a bedtime story. Sorry, I don't know that. Alexa, tell me a horror story. Did you hear that? Okay, turn it off. Alexa, stop. Alexa, turn off. Alexa, is that creepy? Yeah.
I ain't gonna turn it off the hard Alexa again, turn it right back on again. The kids are silly.
Alexa, play.
They asked for it, you know? Yeah, but they asked for a horror story. It freaked them out.
What's your color? Nothing's scary at all. Alexa, stop. Alexa was
As requested, Alexa begins telling a scary story starting with, "Did you hear that?"
That was put out lyrics, did you see that? I like that one.
The 8-year-old boys lose their damn minds and just begin to scream and yell for Alexa to stop. Thankfully, Jackson's mother comes to the rescue, but she seems pretty unimpressed by their reaction.
What's your color? Nothing's scary at all.
I think the lesson here is always be careful about letting your kids watch or listen to scary content. I mean, enjoy the video is what I was going to say there. Thank you. Unholy Night.
Okay.
Mariana Ramos says,
That was a good one. That was nothing scary, really, but that was a good laugh. We needed that, didn't we? Calling himself out. Right. So nobody watches these scary. You would have a channel, wouldn't it? You will have to do a video sometime.
that her father was attending Christmas Mass at his local church when he decided to send her a quick video of the service. When Mariana watches the video, she sees something that gives her the chills. A pale person with no distinct features and deep hollow eyes can be seen amongst the celebrating churchgoers. Mariana asks her father about the mysterious figure, and he too is disturbed and confused because he says,
I don't know. People scatter. I don't know about that one. It could just be an old bald man wearing a brown collar or something, or no one else seemed to be freaked out about it, right? No, I think his eyes were just dark
he
set.
didn't see this person when he recorded the video. He asks other church members, but
Well,
no
they had
one
a close-up
recognizes
of a
the
bit
odd
ago.
stranger in the footage. But here's where things get really weird, because Mariana claims that there was one person who did recognize this figure, the church's old priest. The priest said that the person in the video was an old woman who used to work closely
I found it's supposed to be a woman. A bald woman. I feel sorry for her for losing her hair. I guess it can happen, though. Poor thing.
with the church, a woman who had died many years earlier. So, is this the woman's ghost showing up to church for Christmas Mass?
Nah, I think it's probably a case of misidentification. There's no one else freaking out down the stair, right? We just stand there and partaking in whatever they're doing.
Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. Window to the other side. TikTok user
Okay.
Alyssa is outside with her 2 children one night when the family spots something strange in the second floor bedroom window.
All right, my daughter's room is up there, and we keep seeing something. All right, put your flashlight up.
What is that?
Okay, wait, we're gonna look down for a minute, but put your flashlight down. Let's see if we can get it to go again. All right, flash it up there. Oh, now it's gone. Put your flashlight down. Flash it again.
That's it. I'm going up there. I'm going up there.
I've been looking
Put it
at
down. Put your flashlight down. Let's see if it'll do it again. All right, put it up. Hurry. Oh,
Someone or something can be seen peeking through the blinds.
Oh. I don't believe this. You know, it does it when the flashlights are down or they're looking away from it. I don't know if I believe this one. Could be. That could be. Who knows? But, could be, yeah. Could be that too. But if you really think there's someone in your house, they would have called the police. Right? It's like every time they put their flashlight down and say, do it again kind of
Of
signal.
Alyssa's daughter's bedroom. But when they shine their flashlight, whatever it is simply disappears out of sight. Creepily enough, no one can be seen standing behind the blinds, and no hand can be seen moving them. Now, Alyssa believes that her house is haunted by a friendly ghost
Now, if they had a piece of monofilament cord, they could pull that down from underneath. There could be somebody on the floor, you know, pull that down with a piece of a fishing line, possibly.
or poltergeist that means her family no harm. So instead of being alarmed, Alyssa and her children just rush right into the house and quickly head up to check out the window.
all right, let's see if it'll do it one more time, baby. Put your flashlight up. All right, it. Let's go inside. Let's go inside. Let's go inside. All right, here's the upstairs. I just want to show you guys. No one behind the door. Here's my daughter's room. It's a little messy, I'm sorry, but just to show you. Here's the closet. I just want to show you there's nobody behind.
Oh, they have plenty of time to get out of there when you're walking around the house. Every time you turn that camera, they walk behind you. So, yeah, I'm not believing this one at all.
Nobody in the closet. Here's the window right over here. Nobody. Not a single person up here.
The family finds nothing and no one there. Now, it is interesting to note that shortly after posting this video to TikTok, Alyssa closed her account and seemed to just kind of disappear from the internet. So, that is a bit of a mystery. It kind of makes you wonder if that ghost was friendly after all. Walking among us. Canadian
Yeah, they even closed down their account. It could be they got some negative backlash and they couldn't handle the stress of it and decided to stop doing it. But yeah, I'm not believing that video. Walking among us. Does look like maybe some wannabe paranormal investigators.
Paranormal Investigation Team Walking Among Us reached out to us about a terrifying experience one of their investigators had at the historic SDG jail in Cornwall, Ontario, Canada.
Okay.
The SDG jail was built in 1833, and over its 190-year history, many people have lost their life here. Some by hanging, some from illness, and some from horrible violence. Perhaps even more disturbing, many unclaimed bodies were buried right on the property. With a dark history like that, it's no wonder that the SDG jail is said to be extremely haunted. On an overnight investigation, Walking Among Us team member Krista is all alone in a known paranormal hotspot on the lower levels of the jail. She has a chilling experience that the
Nuke got cheese. Way to go, pal.
investigators just can't explain.
My name's Krista.
Can you please tell me your name?
There's so much added sound effects, I can't hear that shuffling sound. You know what I mean?
Is anyone coming around the corner? What? Rafe?
Okay, they called and identify the boys, but it was clearly her partner said, yeah, I am. You know what I mean? So, I don't know what you're going on about here.
No, stop. Ayo. Rafe? That's not funny.
Krista is freaked out when she hears shuffling footsteps in the hallway near her, and then hears a voice that she thinks is fellow investigator Rafe. But there's just one problem. At the time, Rafe is in a completely different part of the building, filming with the other team investigators.
Probably won't even do the port. Nothing ever happens to me. I'm fine.
Yeah, but maybe it will.
Okay, fine. I'll sit there.
Sit for like 20 seconds.
Okay,
see if you
fine,
hear
fine.
anything. I'm the same way, so I tend to just be behind the camera.
Which is more fun.
Okay.
It is.
Krista is all alone while team members Rafe, Kelly, and James are doing a separate investigation in another part of the jail. In fact, when Krista calls out, the other team member's camera captures them in real time, running over to check on Krista.
Is anyone coming around the corner? What?
Did you hear how loud and clear that was? You never hear something like that at a paranormal investigation. At least I never have. And I never seen videos where something that clear was real. I think there's another person there. But, yeah, that's just my opinion on it. I hope it's real, I really do, but just not something I can find myself believing.
Rafe? No, stop. Ayo.
We're coming.
Rafe?
Are you okay?
Alright, there's supposed to be 3 of them, right, in that room. But only shows 2 of them walking out. So where's that 3rd person at?
That's not funny.
What happened? No one's there.
Don't play with me right now.
No, we're not in the hallway. Yeah, we're. So we were in the room doing the ball thing. He went upstairs. I'm here. He went up.
I heard footsteps.
No. There's not.
And then I was like, hello, is that you? And it sounded like you going, get out of here.
No, that was. He was with us.
Oh, I hope that's on there.
I was sleeping.
Can we take the footage? Or?
You swear to God.
He was with us. I feel like we're not crazy.
Okay, well, hold on. It's all on video of us, how far
That's
it took
true.
us.
After rewatching the footage, the investigators
I gotta check
believe
it.
that a spirit might have mimicked Rafe's voice. You can watch this entire investigation at the SDG jail
I mean,
over
I
on the
guess
YouTube
it's
channel,
possible.
Walking Among Us.
But
Who waits?
I guess it's possible, but I can't find myself believing that one. Because a lot of those channels like that fake that stuff constantly, you know what I mean? That's really, really hard to prove.
In the woods. So
Uh-oh,
this is
up in the
Noah.
woods.
Noah is not a YouTuber. He's not a TikToker. In fact, he's not a quote influencer of any kind. Noah is just a guy who posted one single video to the internet about something that happened to him that scared the living shit out of him. You see, Noah was driving late one night in the deep isolated woods of Sun River, Oregon. He was getting a bit sleepy, so he decided to pull off onto a desolate country road in the woods to take a nap in the back of his truck. As you can probably guess, it did not go well.
So I was originally not gonna make this video, but a few days ago I was camping in Sun River, and what I thought would be a good location to pull over to the side of the road in like
I was like he's reading the script already. See him switch pages around over there, looks like.
this forest area and sleep, which I thought no one was really around.
I'm currently sleeping in the back of my truck right now. I don't even know what time it is. And there's someone walking around my truck right now. If you can hear that, it's pretty loud. He's been walking around for like 20 minutes already. My in my cab though. I don't really know what to do. I'm a little freaked out right now, and it's like pitch black outside. Probably like 2 in the morning.
Doesn't know what to do. Yeah, he's talking. I mean, I could probably hear him. Somebody's hunting him. You know.
And he just keeps walking around, and he's like really close to my truck. I've never been this scared, and like this doesn't make any sense because I parked somewhere where you can see no one was on that road. He's literally knocking. He's literally knocking on my truck.
He hears you talking. Of course you're gonna knock.
The canopy, the back door's locked. I've never been this scared before ever. I don't think he knows that there's anyone in here. I'm so scared right now. He's literally peeking through the door right now. I've never been this scared ever.
Ah.
So, the current
I
time
want to unfreeze. All I do is take a drink of water.
in the morning right now. He's still walking around my truck. Try to see
There
if
it
I can
goes.
flash
There.
my light to get him scared. So he runs away. There he is. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Eventually, whoever this person was wandered off and left Noah in peace. But the next morning, when Noah cautiously gets out of his truck, there's some creepy evidence left behind.
So I'm back home. This is the day after. He was trying to peek in my truck quite a bit with all these marks. I didn't even notice until I got home. Handprints there.
You know, he drove all the way back. Right. Imagine we got Dusty going out down a gravel road. Probably got Dusty coming back. Yet these marks are clean. Look how clean that is. Right. If that happened before he became coming back, it'd be like some of the secondary marks down here. See how they're kind of faded back in, but you still see they were dirty before, clean, they got dirty over again. So these are fresh wipes here. He done that himself. But as far as somebody's knocking, he might have been on somebody's private property or something, or somebody wanted to make sure he's okay because I'm sure they heard the whispering back there. It was definitely not anything paranormal, just somebody checking out a truck that was parked somewhere along the road.
There, a lot of scratches, stuff like that. Dragging his finger on my side of my truck. Well, looks like to be trying to get inside my truck.
Now,
that's really all.
Now, that wasn't. Look at this, okay?
You're
Now
on my
watch
side of
this.
my truck. Well, looks like to be.
Okay, that right there is not a fingerprint for somebody getting inside your truck. That's a fingerprint for somebody closing that door. That's exactly how your fingerprint would look when you close your door, isn't it? Well, y'all know it, right? Y'all touch the edge of the door to close it. You don't gotta hold the handle to close it. That's from when they're trying to open the door, probably. That's right here is just for somebody to close their door. That's all that is. Not somebody trying to break into your truck. Come on now. Oh, gaslight us.
Trying to get inside my truck. That's really all I could tell from when he was walking around. That's new. Don't know how that got there. More handprints trying to get in my truck. At least the back can.
So yeah, then again, the handprints try to get inside his truck, and different people repeatedly close the door over and over again. So I don't know why he's trying to gaslight us like that. I think he just tried to create something exciting for clicks, possibly.
Locked, but yeah, that was the result.
Now comes look at this, okay? You can definitely tell that's fresh hand marks right there. So look down here, okay? This is where they'd opened it up, to get into it, right? If somebody really wanted in there, these things, since he was inside, probably weren't locked, right? Since he was inside there sleeping. All they had to do was undone those and lift it up. Yeah, look how clean it is right here. Where they've probably taking stuff out of the truck. You can tell at one point, right? See those streaks right here? That's probably from early morning dew or something. Condensation from somewhere along the slip here where it's cooler at. I don't know. It just seems that right fake to me.
Result. So
He wouldn't even know where he was sleeping at, right? He just said 3 hours earlier in the middle of somewhere. I'm sorry, Spike. Was that tea lunch? I'm sorry.
that was probably the scariest camping experience I've probably ever had in my entire life.
Now, the strangest thing about this entire incident is that Noah was parked off the road, in the woods, in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of the night. And whoever this person was outside had no flashlight and never spoke a single word while skulking around Noah's truck all night long. So, just who was this? And what did he want? Maybe Noah is lucky that he never found out. Hider in the house.
Yeah, they had locks on them, but he was supposed to be in the back of the truck sleeping, right? How do you lock himself in back there? That's the part I'm confused about. But then again, somebody just hollering, making sure they're okay or whatever, too. Because you never know, the car could have broke down. First time we check and make sure there was no one in there, make sure they was okay. That's why they was hollering and knocking, right? And that wasn't the bear because you could hear him say something. You hear him talking over his whispering. So, I don't know for sure. That's one thing we'll probably never know for sure.
Memo and Patty, a couple who explore haunted places in Mexico, are worried that a vengeful female spirit followed them home from one of their investigations. The couple says that they now experience frequent paranormal activity in their home that terrifies both them and their children. A few months ago, we featured Memo and Patty's story as they began broadcasting their experiences live on YouTube in an attempt to prove that their paranormal encounters.
Yeah, that's what they said. Just a creepy encounter in the middle of nowhere, right? And then he just played it up for the camera. I think that's all it was.
Are real.
Te ordeno que te largues de nuestra casa.
Hola, madre.
One night, they were woken up by weird sounds coming from outside their bedroom door. When this happened.
What we got?
Te despojo.
Okay.
Lárgate.
La ventana.
Okay. That could just been somebody standing there. There's a door right here to this place. Right. That could just been somebody standing there. And they waited so long to go back there too, so.
¿Esa? Sí, no puede, es imposible que haya alguien ahí parado. Y les voy a demostrar por qué. No, miren, ahí está la ventana, ¿sale?
Well, I said it was possible. We saw the door to it right there. Right, we never stand at the top of the stairs. How they say it's possible to get to? Some people are just weird, I guess.
Jálale aquí, hija. Ay. Chéquense. ¿A dónde está la ventana?
Since that night, the terrifying activity inside Memo and Patty's home has only intensified, and the couple continues to live stream their experiences right on YouTube. Another night, and the family is already live streaming.
Yeah, I did not believe that one. Right? It makes you sad, right? If somebody puts out fake videos like that, and if something does happen, then they're not gonna be believed.
As they arrive home, they are answering some questions from their curious live viewers when something happens that is truly bizarre.
Por ahí las llaves se quedaron pegadas. Por ahí se quedaron pegadas. Saludos, Gina TikToks. Vamos a darle con Tokio. Vamos a darle muy bien esta noche.
Hey, there was a person inside there just now, right? And now they'll go back to, oh, where'd that person go?
A la platicada.
Did you see it? As the family is getting out of the car, Memo randomly pans his phone's camera past the house's window for just a second.
I don't think that was random because he actually turned the camera right to that spot. So they know the person's in there.
But in that brief moment, a bizarre dark silhouette can be seen standing in their living room, even though the house should be completely empty.
Yeah, and now the person's gone. Ooh, that's scary. I'm sorry, this people do not impress me.
Memo and his family have no idea what they just caught on
They really think there's a person there to be able to call the cops. We all know
camera, until viewers watching their live stream start to alert them. Now, Memo tries to debunk the strange apparition, hoping that it was nothing more than a reflection. But he can find no explanation for who or what this could be. And things only get worse from here. Another night, and Memo starts to broadcast a live stream to YouTube to show the weird prints that he found on his car that was parked in their garage all day. Suddenly, he hears loud banging coming from a storage room inside the house. He hurries inside, and what happens next is truly disturbing.
¿Quién está ahí? Hola. ¿Quién está ahí? Hola. Ay, creo que se metió. ¡Ey! Creo que se metió un animal.
That's so lightweight. There could be a piece of fish line we're not seeing that here to being pulled toward him. You know what I mean? Because the other lady was right there with him. They had that set up and they started pulling it. That thing is so lightweight though. Even Blow Away can move that probably.
Hola.
Oh, what's that? Oh!
No mames. No mames.
The children's playhouse suddenly moves by itself and just...
You notice, right? They never show the bottom of it till he's spinning it around by hand. It's always the top. Or this part here. It never really goes below this part here. The whole time they're recording it. Even after he throws it back straight. You guys notice that? Which tells me they're hiding something, more than likely.
slides right across the floor. Memo fears that an animal has gotten into the playhouse. He frantically checks inside and out. There's nothing there. But, again, did you see it? Something that looks like a very tall figure with a shadowy face can be seen peeking out at Memo from behind a shelf.
No, that is fake. That is definitely fake. That almost looks like a Jar Jar Binks face, doesn't it? Almost bird-like in a way. Well, it can't even be somebody's hand up there holding something up. If you think about it, look how it's folded over, right? Kind of V-shape. Give you the figures holding up like that. I'm not buying that.
Again, Memo doesn't see it and is completely unaware of what just happened. Until...
Is there a put out his past now? That's possible. That's possible.
His live stream audience points it out, telling him to go look behind that shelf.
¿Aquí? ¿Cómo creen?
That would be rather. Look at that. There's plenty of room for somebody to stand back there and hold something up there. Or stand there themselves. It's not like this thing will flush up against the wall or anything. I'm just not believing it. I'm not. Right.
Está hasta la caja. Vean.
Yeah, I hate bugging stuff like this. I do, but they'll put fake stuff out there and I see it. I'm gonna call it as I see
¿Qué
it.
ropa vacía?
So just who or what is this? Could it be the spirit that Memo and Patty claim haunt their home? Or is this something entirely different? It's up to you. You decide. Thanks so much for watching. If you liked the video, please hit
Hi, welcome,
subscribe and
Nuke.
turn on notifications. You can also say, hi, Nuke, over on social media.
That was a great new video, wasn't it?